Okay, so put this in your notebook for section 3.1, and this section talks about parallel lines and transversal lines. Okay, parallel lines and transversal lines. Okay. First, the author talks about parallel. Most of you have an idea what parallel lines look like. Okay, parallel lines are coplanar. And what's that mean? Yeah, they lie in the same plane. Okay. They are coplanar lines that do not intersect. Okay, they do not intersect. Okay. In the book, if you have, draw three as close to parallel as you can get. Okay, so it looks like they don't intersect. Now, to show that they don't intersect, the author in the book, to show that they are parallel, what they use is this symbol. It's usually a little red arrow, okay, on the line, and that's the symbol that those three lines are parallel. Okay, so you have to know the notation that the author's using. Okay, they will. Yep. They'll say, yep, I'll give you an example of that. Okay. And say I have a point on this line is A, and a point on this line is B, and a point on this line C, and a point on this line D. And this would tell me that they are parallel. But what Matt's talking about, he's seen this before, what they're talking about, if I say line AB now, remember if it's a line, the symbol they're going to use above it has an arrow on both ends. And then to show that they're parallel, this is the symbol for parallel. Okay, AB is parallel to CD. They can tell you that in the reading, okay, and write it like that, or they can use those triangles, those red triangles on the lines. Okay. If they want to show that two lines are not parallel, okay, two lines not parallel, they'll use that symbol and then draw a line through it, okay? And that just shows that they are not parallel, okay? That's parallel lines. The author also talks about parallel planes. And parallel planes are planes that do not intersect. Example, the plane of our floor and the plane of the ceiling. Okay, those two planes are parallel. You hope that they're parallel. They are parallel to each other, okay, and they do not intersect. Like the front wall and the back wall would be examples of two planes that do not intersect. Okay, and you may end up drawing them. They may draw it something like this. Here's one plane, okay, and then the other one might be like this. Okay, and then it just might say in words plane A. And remember, it's usually a script letter in the, if they write it, there might be a script letter in the corner here and a script letter here, and say that plane A is parallel to plane B. Okay, they are parallel to each other. Okay. The next thing the author talks about is skew. It's SKEW. Skew lines. Okay, are lines that do not intersect. Okay, they do not intersect and are not coplanar. Okay. For example, it might look something like this. Okay. Okay. Those two lines they're never going to intersect, and there's no way you can get those two lines in the same plane. Okay. Think about, as an example, say the intersection of the two walls over there. Okay. If I have that intersection over there as a line, and say the intersection of the floor and the wall over here, there's no way those are going to intersect, and they don't lie in the same plane. Those are what they call skew lines. Okay. The next thing the author defines is a transversal. And we will use this a bunch in this chapter. A transversal is a line that intersects it is a line that intersects two or more lines in a plane at different points. A transversal is a line that intersects two or more lines in a plane at different points. Example, if I have this line and this line, okay, and then this red one would be considered a transversal. It intersects those two lines, okay, at different points. Okay, if I have say this line and this line, and these two might be parallel. If these are parallel, I'm going to mark them with that little red arrow. Okay, and then this blue one, this line, would be a transversal. It cuts or intersects those two lines at different points. Okay. Okay. The next thing, I want you to draw a picture, and then we're going to go through and label all the different types of angles in this graph. Okay. Everybody done with that one? No. Okay. Slow down a little bit. Okay. So transversal is a line that intersects two or more lines in a plane at different points. Okay. Anybody else need more time? Okay. Okay. I need you to draw a kind of a little chart. Okay. And out at the side, draw one line here, another line here, and then here's our transversal. Okay. Okay, on these, label these in this order. Okay, label this as angle 1. This is 2, 3, and 4. Okay, label this as angle 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Now there are special names for all those types of angles. Okay. The first one we're going to look at are what they call exterior angles. Okay. The exterior angles, I'm going to try to code this. The exterior angles are angle 1, angle 2, and angle 7, and angle 8. They are on, if you look at this, these two lines cut by the transversal, they are on the exterior, on the outside here and the outside here. Okay. If you have a highlighter or something, or a different colored pens, you might want to use them. This is angle 1, angle 2, angle 7, and angle 8. They are exterior angles. Okay. Okay. Okay, the next one is interior angles. Okay, and if those are on the exterior, you ought to be able to guess which ones are on the interior. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so interior angles are 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so angle 3, angle 4, angle 4, angle 5, and angle 6. Okay, and those are interior angles. They're on the interior. Okay, the next one is consecutive. Okay, first make sure you spell that right. It's C-O-N-S-E-C-U-T-I-V-E. Consecutive interior angles. Okay, consecutive interior angles. Okay, consecutive interior angles. Okay, they are on the same side. They're on the inside. Consecutive interior angles are 3 and 6, and 4 and 5. Okay, they go in pairs. So angle 3 and angle 6. Okay, and then angle 4 and angle 5. Okay, they occur in pairs. Okay, the next ones are called alternate. Okay. They are called alternate exterior angles. Okay, so if you look at your picture, exterior on the outside were 1 and 2 and 7 and 8. Alternate exterior. Alternates are the ones that are on different sides of the transversal. So like 1's on this side of the transversal, 7's on this side, and they're alternate exterior. So 1 and 7, and they occur in pairs. So what's the other pair? 2 and 8. Okay, and they are alternate exterior angles. Okay. Okay. The next one's alternate interior. Okay, alternate interior angles. What's one pair that's alternate interior? 4 and 6. And another alternate interior, 3 and 5. They are alternate interior angles. Okay. Okay, and the last one on the list is corresponding angles. Okay, and make sure you spell it correctly. It's C-O-R-R-E-S-P-O-N-D-I-N-G. Corresponding angles. Okay. Corresponding angles. They are on the same side of the transversal. One's on the exterior, one's on the interior. Okay. Corresponding angles. Look up here for a minute. Corresponding angles are 1 and 5. That's one pair. 2 and 6. That's another pair. 8 and 4. And 7 and 3. Okay. So they occur in pairs. Okay. So 1 and 5. Okay, you're going to have 4 pairs on this one. 1 and 5. They're on the same side of the transversal. One's on the exterior, the other one's on the interior. Okay, another one is 2 and 6. Okay, another one is 3 and 7. And another one, the last one is 4 and 8. Okay, 4 and 8. Okay. Now, you may need to study that a little bit. You've got to learn which types of angles, what their names are. Okay, so if I draw a picture similar to that, okay, you ought to be able to label all the different pairs and know which ones they are. Okay, okay, that finishes up the notes on 3-1.